Hello students, this is the second part of the video in the chapter Lines and Angles. In the first video, we introduced the chapter and went to complementary and supplementary angles. We also solved 10 problems based on this concept. Today, we are going to see the remaining 3 concepts in pairs of angles. That is, adjacent angles, linear pair of angles and vertically opposite angles. So regarding these 3 concepts, we are going to see in detail. Yes, to begin with, adjacent angles. 2 angles are called adjacent angles if they have the same vertex, they have common arm and their non-common arms are on either side of the common arm. So looking at the figure, angle AOB and angle BOC are 2 adjacent angles because they have the same vertex O and they have a common arm OB. Their non-common arms OA and OC are on either side of the common arm OB. So this definition also you've already learnt in your lower classes. Now we'll move on to linear pair of angles. 2 adjacent angles are said to form a linear pair of angles if their non-common arms are 2 opposite rays forming a straight line. In a very simple way, we can define linear pair as 2 adjacent angles which makes a straight line, or in other words, you look at the figure, you could see there are 2 angles, angle AOC and BOC making angle 1 and angle 2. So if both the angles sum, angle 1 plus angle 2, if it is equal to 180 degree, then these 2 angles are called as linear pairs of angles. Next one, it's the vertically opposite angles. If 2 lines AB and CD intersect at a point. So in the figure you could see AB is a line and CD is a line. They meet at a point O. Then there are actually 4 angles formed. If we had to name the angles, AOB, BOC, COD, DOA. All these are 4 angles, but we can group them as 2 pairs. So angle AOC and angle BOD is one pair which are vertically opposite. And what is the second pair? So this is the first pair, angle AOC and angle BOD, and the second pair is angle BOC and angle AOD. So you have 2 pairs of vertically opposite angles. So we've seen all the 3 definitions. Now we are going to go to the most important part of this chapter. In 9th standard, we are going to learn certain proofs. That is, we call them as theorems. And these theorems are actually, see, vertically opposite angle theorem. You already know the concept vertically opposite angles. What are they? And now you're going to prove them. So we are calling them as vertically opposite angle theorem. And first you have to write the statement. That's what you've already known the statement. If 2 lines intersect each other, then 2 pairs of vertically opposite angles, they are equal. We are going to prove that the vertically opposite angles are equal here. You know them earlier in your lower classes. Yes, vertically opposite angles are equal. But now you are going to prove that. So how are we going to prove? This I am going to actually work it out and show in a paper. But before that, you just see, first, whenever there is a theorem, there should be a statement, a diagram. Then you have to write what is given from the statement, what you have to prove. That is, the angles, angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. We have to prove that. We should also prove the other pair, angle BOC is equal to angle AOD. And this proof, you are going to do it, see it in the next part, which I am going to solve it in a paper. Okay, so as I told you, we are going to solve this theorem, vertically opposite angle theorem. So I'm going to solve in this paper. So first we have written the statement. If two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. This is the statement of vertically opposite angle theorem. And I have drawn the diagram. And from the statement, the diagram is drawn. And from the statement and diagram, given is written, to prove is also written. Actually, there is a format for proving theorems and riders. So first, let me give you the format. See, for any, because from 9th standard onwards, you are going to prove theorems and riders. So, you first learn the format. So, format for writing theorems and riders. If there is a name of the theorem, first you have to write that as a heading. For example, vertically opposite angle theorem. And in 10th standard, you will learn the theorem, Pythagoras theorem, and its proof also you are going to learn in standard 10. Then, every theorem will have the statement. Certain theorems will not have name at all. So, directly statement will be given as a question itself. So, statement should be written. Then from the statement, diagram should be drawn. Diagram is very, very important in theorems and riders. Some children will think already for riders, diagrams will be already given in the questions. Why should we draw the diagram? Many will think. But diagram should be there for every theorem and rider. Then from the statement and the diagram, we will write the given. Then we will write to prove. Then for certain theorems and riders, we'll write construction. It is required. Only when it is required, we will write this part construction. And then the major part, proof. We will do the proof here. Finally, after proving, we will write thus proved. So, this is the format for writing a theorem or the rider. So, now we will again come back to the vertically opposite angle theorem. First, the statement, if two lines intersect each other, then vertically opposite angles are equal. So, here we have AB, one line, CD, the other line, two lines intersect at O. AB and CD intersect at O. It is given. This is the statement which is given to us. What are we supposed to prove? The vertically opposite angles are equal. That is angle AOC and angle BOD. We have to prove these two angles are equal. Sometimes always writing AOC, BOD, it might sometimes we will feel little difficult. So always maths will make it little more easier, simpler for us. So we can also label the angles like this. See, I have done it angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. That means we can also directly write like this to prove. What is to prove? Angle 1 is equal to angle 3 and angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So these two, it came, the given and to prove has come from the statement. Now, what are we supposed to prove? That proof is what? It's the main thing. I'm going to teach you how to do it. First, we are going to, again, referring the diagram only, we are going to do the proof. That's the reason I told diagram is very, very essential for proving a theorem and a rider. So, look at angle 1 and angle 2 taken together. What can you say about angle 1 and angle 2? Yes, these two are two adjacent angles because they have common vertex and common arm, and the non-common arms make a straight line, so they are linear pair. So what I am going to write as the first step is angle 1 plus angle 2, it is equal to, so for a linear pair, what is the condition? Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. We should always write the condition, but you can write it even as a short form. So LP stands for linear pair. Now I'm going to go in an order. So we finished angle 1 and angle 2. Now I'm going to start with angle 2 and angle 3. See, the continuity is very important. Angle 1, angle 2. Angle 1 plus angle 2 we've already completed. Now you have to start from where you ended. Angle 2 plus angle 3. So what can you say about angle 2 and angle 3 taken together? These two are also linear pair because they make a straight line. So that is also equal to 180 degree. So that condition is also linear pair. Now, observing these two equations, both the right hand sides are equal. Therefore, what can you say about the left hand sides? Yes, left hand sides are also equal. So, we can write it as angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 3. Okay, so now major step is over. Now, we are going to look at this equation. Here, what can we simplify here? in left hand side you have angle 2, in right hand side also you have angle 2. So equal angles on either sides gets cancelled because they get nullified. So finally we come to angle 1 is equal to angle 3. So that is what we have to prove here. So first part to be proved, we have proved it. Now second part should also be proved. You cannot write similarly angle 2 is equal to angle 3 because it is a theorem. So angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Sorry, we are going to prove that. Since it is going to be the same step, you can either, if you want, you can write one below the other. But generally when there are similar steps, I always teach my students to write it in a parallel way. That's the reason I have drawn a line here. And we are going to continue here to prove the second part. How are we going to do? Here also we are going to start from the step where we stopped here. We stopped angle 2 plus angle 3. We stopped here. No, we are going to continue the same step. Angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree because it is linear pair. Now 2 and 3 over. Now from where we stopped, we are going to angle 3 and angle 4. So what can you say about angle 3 and angle 4? Angle 3 plus angle 4 is also equal to 180 degree because again it is linear pair. Now the same condition. Right sides are equal. So what can you say about the left side? Angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Now same step. 3 and angle 3 are equal. So this gets cancelled. Angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Finally, we have proved what is required. So we can write thus proved. So with this vertically opposite angle theorem has come to an end. Very, very important theorem. From 9th standard onwards, you're going to learn certain theorems which will come for your exam, and you have to learn it as such. The statement given to prove proof. So you have to learn this very important theorem. Okay students, now we'll move on to the exercise problems. I'm going to call these problems also as exercise 6.1. Again, they are not from the reader exercise. They are extra problems based on adjacent angles, linear pairs of angles and vertically opposite angles. Before solving the problems, we'll just recapitulate the concepts. So, how to solve all these problems? Generally, we'll use these concepts. Linear pair, sum of two adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree. Then vertically opposite angles, angle 1 is equal to angle 3 and angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Angles on a straight line. Certain times on a straight line you will be having 3 or more than 3 angles which forms a straight line. So such concepts will come during solving the problem. And also angles made at a point. Sum of the angles is equal to 360. Look at the figure down. So you could see there are 3 angles, or when you add all the 3 angles it is equal to 360 degrees. Such concepts will also come while solving problems. So shall we go to the exercise problem, students? Okay. So exercise 6.1, extra problems based on adjacent linear pair and vertically opposite angles. From the figure, find the value of x. So they are all going to be numerical based problems. So a figure is given. So from this figure, we are going to just analyze how the figure is, and surely one of the concepts what we've learnt will be there. So using that concept, we are going to find the missing value. Here, looking at the figure, immediately you can tell me there are pair of angle and they form a straight line. So they are what pair? Linear pairs of angles. So immediately, directly we can start. Generally, only for theorems and proof that format is required. It's numerically based problem. So directly I have a habit of writing SOLN for solution. So directly you can start writing. So first 3x plus 10 is the measure of the first angle plus sum of two angles. So the second angle is 2x and sum of these two angles is equal to what? 180 degree, and you must write the condition because it is linear pair. Now it is going to be a simple equation. So like algebra, we are going to, yes, 3x plus 2x, like variables, 5x is equal to 180 degree, new numbers taken to the other side, minus 10 degree, 5x is equal to 170 degree. So x is equal to 170 divided by 5. Answer, x is equal to, when you divide 170 by 5, you get 34 degree. So this is going to be your answer. So now, You'd have all seen the second question also. So from the figure, find the measures. And again, it is again a linear pair. So here you have to be little more careful while reading the question. The previous question, it was find the value of x. Here, find the measure of the angles ACD. What is angle ACD? ACD, measure of angle ACD is actually what? 4x. So first you have to find x and then find the measure of these two angles also. So let's start. Yes, 4x plus 3x plus 40 degree is equal to 180 degree. Again the same concept, linear pair. It has to be written. Now 4x plus 3x is equal to 7x. Here it is 180 degree minus 40 degree. So 7x is equal to 140 degree. X is equal to 140 divided by 7, which is equal to 20 degree. So we've got x is equal to 20 degree. Like I told in the previous video, if we stop with this, we will not be getting the full mark, because here they are asking us to find the measure of angle ACD. ACD is equal to 4 into x. X is equal to 20 degree. So it is 80 degree. And the next angle you have to find is BCD, which is equal to 3 into x, 20 degree plus 40 degree. 3 into 20 is 60 degree plus 40 degree, which is equal to 100 degree. Thus the two answers, so 80 degree and 100 degree, are the two answers, required answers. Now shall we move to the third problem. The question is, from the figure, find the measure of angle DBC. What is DBC? Angle DBC. Where is DBC? Yes, you could see angle DBC. This is the measure you have to find. But here it is given as 4x. How are we going to find the x? Again, we are going to look in for the condition here. Here you could see 3 angles which makes a straight line. So you can directly go, like you can 6x plus 8x plus 4x is equal to, they make a straight line. So it is equal to 180 degree. But can I write the condition as linear pair here? Linear pair stands only for 2 angles, 2 adjacent angles. Here you have 3 angles. So you have to write the condition angles on a straight line. So the condition here has to be written like this. Angles on a straight line. Now the same way you are going to, so when you add these, it is 18x. 18x is equal to 180 degree. Therefore x is equal to 180 degree divided by 18. So x is equal to 10 degree. Yes, correct children. Now again, if we stop here, we will not be getting the full marks, because they are asking you to find angle DBC. Angle DBC is what? 4x. 4 into 10 degree, which is equal to 40 degree, is the required answer. Now, fourth question. From the figure, find the value of x and measure of all the angles. So, it looks exactly like the previous problem. 3 angles forming a straight line. So, the same concept. So, it is the first angle's measure is x plus 3 degree plus the second angle's measure is x plus 20 degree. The third angle's measure is x plus 7 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. But what should be the condition? It's not linear pair. It is angles on a straight line. Yes. Now, just solving. How many x's are there? 3x plus you have 30 degree is equal to 180 degree. So 3x is equal to 180 minus 30 degree. 3x is equal to 150 degree. Therefore x is equal to 150 degree divided by 3, which is equal to 50 degree. So x, we've got 50 degree, but find the value of x. Yes, we have found the value and measures of all the angles. So the question is still not finished. We have to find all the measures. So how are we going to write? Shall we write it like, we are going to find angle EBD. EBD is equal to x plus 3 degree, which is equal to x is 50 degree plus 3 degree, which is equal to 53 degree. And the next angle is DBC. DBC, which is x plus 20 degree, which is equal to 50 degree plus 20 degree, which is equal to 70 degree. And last angle, it is equal to CBF, which is equal to x plus 7 degree, here 50 degree plus 7 degree, which is equal to 57 degree. So, fourth problem is over. Now, shall we move to the fifth question? Lines PQ and RS intersect each other at O. If angle POR is to ROQ, angle ROQ is equal to 5:7. Ratio concept, ratio is given. Find all the angles. So, the diagram here is PQ and RS are two lines intersecting at O. And they have given POR. Which is angle POR? POR. This is angle POR. And what is the next angle? ROQ. ROQ is, this is ROQ. ROQ. So, these two angles, they have not given the exact measure, but they have given the clue as in ratio form. Ratio form means, even in the previous video, I have told you ratio, if it's a clue given, then there is a missing multiple. So, let the missing number, let the number, it is not the angle, but that missing number, we will keep it as x. Therefore, what can you say about angle POR? Angle POR is equal to 5x and angle ROQ is equal to 7x. If you want, you can even write it in the diagram also. So, this is equal to 5x and this is equal to 7x. Now, looking at these two angles, what can you say? They are linear pair. So, now our equation is 5x plus 7x is equal to 180 degree because they are linear pair. So, 5x plus 7x is equal to 12x is equal to 180 degree. X is equal to 180 degree divided by 12. So, here x is equal to 15 degree. And what are they asking us to find? They are not asking us to find the value of x. Find all the angles because x, we have only fixed this value x. So, that we've got it. But our main aim is to find the measures of these angles. So, answer. Angle POR is equal to 5x. So, which is 5 into 15 degree, which is equal to 75 degree. And angle ROQ is 7x, 7 into 15 degree, which is equal to 105 degree. So, these two are the required answers. Okay, students, I have told you these two are the required angles. But here, look at the question. All the angles means there are how many more angles? There are two more angles. What are the other two angles? Angle SOQ. We don't know anything about SOQ, you might think so, but it is nothing but the vertically opposite angle of POR. So, POR just now we have found it is 75 degree. So, angle SOQ is also equal to 75 degree. Similarly, angle SOP is equal to how much? Yes, vertically opposite angle of this measure. What is this measure? 105 degree. So, 105 degree. So, here we can write the condition because they are vertically opposite angles. So, suppose if you miss these two angles, you might not again get the full marks because according to our question, they are asking find the measures of all the angles. If we stop here, it is only two angles we found. So, we must find all the four angles. Okay, now shall we move to the sixth question, children? From the figure, find the value of x. Here directly it is value of x alone. But look at the figure. The figure now looks little more complicated. But don't worry, it's going to be very, very simple. We'll just analyze the figure now. You could see a line, straight line AB here. Another straight line CD here. Another straight line EF here. And one important clue is also given. Can you see this angle? If there is a angle which is marked as a square, as a small box, then it represents only 90 degree. Wherever in a figure, if you could see an angle with a box like this, then it refers to right angle. So the measure is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so this angle now we know. But here it is 3x. So unknown, from this we can find the x. But how am I going to connect 3x 90 degree? How am I going to solve? I need one something. Here I could see 2x somewhere this side of the figure. Now I can apply my vertically opposite angle concept here, and I can say this angle COF as what? 2x. So once I am going to apply the vertically opposite angle concept here, now I can see that there are 3 angles lying on the straight line. So like the previous problems we've solved, we can use the concept of angles lying on the straight line and start solving. So let's start it, children. Yes, so first what we are going to do is angle COF. What can I say about angle COF? It is actually not given in the figure. We are writing it as 2x because it is vertically opposite angle. So this step itself carries some mark because we are applying the concept here. Then second step, what we are going to do is 3x plus 2x plus 90 degree, all 3 together makes straight line. So it is equal to 180 degree angles on a straight line. Now solving this, we are going to get 5x is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree. 5x is equal to 90 degree. So x is equal to 90 degree divided by 5. When I divide 90 by 5, my answer x is equal to 18 degree. So this is my required answer, and in this particular problem they are directly asking you to find the value of x alone. No need to find any more angles. So this is enough. You will get full marks if you find the value of x. Now we'll move on to the 7th question. 7th question onwards, it looks the similar type of question only. Lines PQ, UV and RS intersect each other at O. Find angle SOV. So from the figure we'll first find what is SOV. So SOV, this is SOV. We are actually supposed to find this missing angle, but nothing is given about this missing angle. Only thing I know is its vertically opposite angle is actually 3x. So first let's apply that concept. So therefore angle SOV is equal to what? 3x because of the concept vertically opposite angle. Now we've got this as 3x. Now looking at this 3x, adjacent to it you have 2x, and this side adjacent to it has 7x. All 3 angles together form what? A straight line. So every time generally we will usually get like this, a straight line and 3 angles. But now it is little tilted way, but still the same concept applies. Straight line and there are 3 angles. So we are going to apply the same concept. 7x plus 3x plus 2x is equal to 180 degree angles on a straight line. So it is equal to 12x is equal to 180 degree. X is equal to 180 degree divided by 12. So x value is equal to 15 degree. So x we've got 15 degree. But again here they are not just asked to find the value of x. We have to find SOV, angle SOV. So answer angle SOV is equal to 3x. 3 into 15 degree, which is equal to 45 degree is my required answer. So we'll move on to the 8th question. In the figure, angle you have AO is perpendicular to OB. So we'll first analyze the figure. What is the figure? Yes, you could see a figure like this. There is one ray, AO and OB rays, and together these 2 rays are perpendicular. So what do you know about perpendicular? Perpendicular, if some rays are perpendicular means the angle is 90 degree, but in this you have another ray, OC is another ray, so that there are 2 adjacent angles, and the sum of the adjacent angles together, the sum of the adjacent angle is 90 degree. So here how we are going to do? Adding up the 2 angles. So first angle will x minus 10 degree is one angle, plus what is the other angle? 2x minus 5, 2x minus 5 degree. This together it is equal to what? 90 degree, because the condition is given like that. So here linear pair concept is not there, angles in a straight line concept is not there. So it is just concept of adjacent angles, and it is given what is given? AO is perpendicular to OB. That's the reason we are using 90 degree here. Now we will solve this. So x minus 10 plus 2x minus 5 is equal to 90 degree. What do we have is 3x. Here you have is minus 15 degree equal to 90 degree. 3x is equal to 90 degree plus 15 degree. So x is equal to, or 3x is equal to 105 degree. So x is equal to 105 divided by 3, which is equal to 35 degree. So x is equal to 35 degree. But what they are asking us to find is, find answer. Angle AOC is equal to, what is angle AOC? AOC is equal to 2x minus 5, which is 2 into 35 degree minus 5, which is 70 degree minus 5, which is equal to 65 degree. This is one answer. The other one is angle BOC. What is BOC? X minus 10. X is 35 degree minus 10 degree, which is equal to 25 degree. So these are the two answers. 65 degree and 25 degree are the two required answers. If you add them up, it will be equal to 90 degree. Okay, so we've come to the ninth question. So ninth question also we've got the similar type of figure. Find the value of x and y. Now there are two unknown angles in the from the figure. So we'll just analyze the figure here. So looking at the figure, I could see now two numerical values are given in this figure. One angle is 35 degree, the other measure of angle is 40 degree. But here there is x and here there is y. And looking at this x and 35 degree, what can you say about this x and 35 degree? Yes, they are vertically opposite angles, because EF and CD are straight lines intersecting at O. So these two angles are what angles? Vertically opposite angles. So to find the value of x, it's direct. So in the beginning itself you can get, so x is equal to 35 degree because it is vertically opposite angle. So my first answer, required answer, is got in the first step so easily. Now to find the value of y, so now I know this is equal to 35 degree. Now I have to find y. So what am I going to do is, looking at this as the adjacent angle, known angle. Now adjacent to this is 40 degree known angle. Again I could see a straight line. AB is the straight line. So the same concept, y plus x, if you want you can write, or directly 35 degree plus 40 degree is equal to 180 degree. So angles on a straight line. So here y plus 40 plus 35. 40 plus 35 is equal to 75 degree is equal to 180 degree. Y is equal to 180 degree minus 75 degree. So here y is equal to 105 degree. So we've got the both the answers, x and y directly we have got it. Now we have come to the last problem. So question 10. So 10th question. So the figure is like this. Let me read the question. In the figure, two straight lines AB and CD intersect each other at O. So you could see AB and CD are the two straight lines. They intersect at O. If angle COE, where is that COE? The COE. The COE, they have given it as 70 degree. So this measure, they have already given it as 70 degree. And how did you get this 70 degree? Is because of the ray. OE is a ray which is intersecting the angle COE. COB, there is a ray like this. So this angle is 70 degree. Find the value now. Three unknown, A, B and C. Might be this is the little more higher degree of level of difficulty sum, which might be asked as 3 mark or 4 mark question. Okay, now we have to analyze what can be done. Do we have any vertically opposite? Directly can we get anything? So vertically opposite means 2C's vertically opposite is what? Means 70 plus B. And A's vertically opposite is 4B. So nothing I could get now. But one thing what I can do is, let me write like this. Angle, this A is equal to 4B because vertically opposite angle. Okay, so now I know that what and what? A is equal to 4B. A is equal to A and 4B are equal. Now what else can I do? Something with 70 degree, only then I can solve. Now looking at this, A, B and 70 degree, they form a straight line. So let me write that. A plus B plus 70 degree is equal to 180 degree. But when two variables are there, how am I going to solve? You might wonder, because they are, the condition here it's what? Angles on a straight line. But see, what we are going to do is, we are going to the previous, maybe with this we can call this as equation 1. We are going to substitute, instead of A, what we are going to substitute is 4B in this equation. So instead of A, we are going to substitute 4B plus B plus 70 degree is equal to 180 degree. So 4B plus B is equal to 5B. I'll take the 70 to the other side. So 5B is equal to 110 degree. B is equal to 110 divided by 5. So B value we have got it as 22 degree. So first we found the value of B. Now from B we can get, so substituting this again in equation 1. Therefore A is equal to 4 into B. So instead of B it is 22 degree. Therefore A is equal to 88 degree. Now this has become very simple for us. Okay, now only one thing is left out. What is left out is what? Yes, so now I know what is this one. Yes, so what we can do is, we can take this. So A value now I know. A is equal to 88 degree. And 2C, we are supposed to find C value. What can you say about A and 2C? A and 2C, they make a linear pair. So now we are going to write another new equation. A plus 2C is equal to 180 degree because it is linear pair. And just now we got the value of A, 88 degree plus 2C is equal to 180 degree. Therefore 2C is equal to 180 degree minus 88 degree. So 2C is equal to 92 degree and C is equal to 92 divided by 2. So my answer, C answer is 46 degree. Thus we have got all the three unknown value. Find the value of A, B, C. A is 88 degree, B is 22 degree and C is 46 degree. So this completes this concept. And we finished all the exercise problems dealing with adjacent angles, linear pair and vertically opposite angles. Thank you, children.